Hey there folks, this is GreenyXI, welcoming you right back to Let's Play Danganronpa V3. This is episode 12. In the last episode we reached the intermission, the midway intermission of the first class trial. And Shuichi is now in the spotlight, but can we prove that he is not the killer? Or can we? Or is he the killer? Let's get going. Wow, the trial's racing towards its thrilling conclusion. Do you know who the culprit is? Obviously I know, because I know everything. What? Know everything? No, everything. Daddy knows everything about anything. He basically trades his bearhood for godhood. Yes, he has betrayed his earth sign ancestors. Traded? No, I'm still obviously a bear. It's obvious, right? Right, you guys? You sure ain't no fish, but you damn sure smell like one. Anyway, since I know everything, I'll give you the whole story later. Try your hardest to nab the culprit, and believe me, that's no lie. If I lied, it would shake the game to its very foundation. So trust me, and please enjoy the class trial without any worries. Yeah, we can trust Monokuma. Oh, let's get back into it then.
I feel like we're getting close to the gory part. It's making me nervous.
I know who the culprit is, but I'm not paying attention, so it's okay.
Yeah, but there's one thing we do know. The line between victim and attacker ain't as clear as you might think.
I suppose that's one lesson we can take away from this case.
I cut off the leg before the poison spreads. By spring, flowers will grow from the stump.
Say something already.
Tongue-tied silence speaks volumes. I fucking knew you were the culprit.
Wait just a minute! None of that is possible! Shuichi was with me the whole time we were on lookout. When are you suggesting Shuichi killed Rantaro?
Were you really together the whole time?
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm asking if you two were on lookout together the whole time.
Well, I guess we weren't together the whole time.
I'm gonna check out the basement. I'll come with you. No, you stay and keep watch, Kaede.
So that's when Shuichi went to kill Rantaro!
No! Shuichi wouldn't kill anyone!
Don't become emotional. We must seek the truth in a calm and logical manner, or all our lives will be lost here.
I'm not being emotional here. I'm saying it with conviction.
Even if Shuichi did go to the basement, he couldn't have killed Rantaro because... Okay, where we go, yeah. The security sensor. Oh yeah, that was going off, wasn't it? So there was somebody in there before Shuichi.
I get it! The security alarm didn't ring until after Shuichi returned to the classroom. It only rang after Rantaro moved the hidden door, which means he was still alive. If Shuichi was with me when the alarm went off, then that means he's not the culprit.
By the way, I want to confirm one thing with you, Kaede. Who set the security sensor on the bookcase? It was Shuichi, right?
Then I'll set up the camera that's connected to the security sensor. I'll set it carefully so the camera has a clear shot when Mastermind moves the bookcase. Let me take care of the security sensor on top of the bookcase. And we'll set the cameras near each door.
Yeah, Shuichi was the one who set up the security sensor. What about it?
Did you actually check for yourself if the sensor was set on the bookcase, Kaede?
No, I didn't check.
Did it ever occur to you that Shuichi could have lied about setting the sensor?
A lie?
Shuichi pretended to place the sensor on the hidden bookcase door. But in actuality, he was holding it the whole time. And when he met up with you, he secretly triggered the sensor to make the security alarm go off.
That would cause Kaede to assume that someone had moved the bookcase.
I see. sneaky little fucker!
No, at this rate... excuse me. Everyone's gonna think Shuichi's the culprit. I have to do something. I know for a fact that he's not the culprit. So I gotta do something. Oh, at this point, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt... Right, so you have to get rid of the white noise. The red. It's not actually the white words, it's the red words. They'll get in the way of your yellow words that you can cut through, so you need to get rid of them first. Truth bullets will disappear if they touch these lines, so think of them as obstacles. These were in 1 and 2 as well, Danganronpa 1 and 2. These time your truth bullets just right, so they won't get interrupted by the white noise. You can use the silencer with X to shoot down the white noise. Why would you do that? Not only does that make it easier to shoot the right weak spots, I think we get a time bonus on it. Yeah, additional time. There we go. Use it to your heart's content. Thanks for the opportunity.
The security sensor was armed, but the moving bookcase isn't what triggered it. As it turns out, Shuichi had it the whole time.
The sound Kaede heard came from the sensor when Shuichi secretly moved it in order to trigger the alarm.
So when Kaede heard the sensor go off, she figured someone had tried to move the bookcase.
Only an idiot could make that mistake. The security sensor was armed, but the moving bookcase isn't what triggered it.
No, that's wrong! Wait a minute. This is weird. If the security sensor wasn't placed, then we wouldn't have been able to take that picture. We were only able to get it because the sensor was triggered by the hidden door.
Oh, that? Easy to explain. Well, you see... I guess you're right. Sorry, I didn't think that far ahead.
You're giving up that easily?
Yeah... I mean, whatevs. I made a mistake. Big deal.
You speak as if you knew that from the start. Even I was taken in.
So you see? Shuichi can't be the culprit!
Now wait just a minute. The security sensor had a power supply, so what if it went like this? The security sensor was set up on the bookshelf, and Shuichi had its receiver. However, Shuichi turned the receiver off.
Huh? How come?
That would get you a picture, but no alarm when Rantaro moved the bookcase. Then, when Shuichi says he's gonna check the basement, he actually goes to the library. And thanks to the 30-second interval, he's got time to go in after Rantaro.
He could have collected the sensor from the hidden bookcase after killing Rantaro.
I see. Then he caused the receiver to go off in front of Kaede to trick her.
It's certainly plausible, considering that Shuichi knew about the intervals.
How needlessly complicated. But I guess it's not impossible.
Shuichi really is the culprit?
So the ultimate detective is the killer. What a plot twist!
Wait! Why do you guys think he's the culprit? Shuichi, please say something. Why aren't you saying anything?
Shuichi, what's wrong? You're not culprit, are you?
Hey, you gonna say anything? We'll all vote for you if you don't.
Are you okay with being the culprit? Are you ready to turn yourself in?
What should I do? Everyone suspects Shuichi. There's no way he's the culprit, but even so. Why won't Shuichi say anything? Is there a reason he won't say anything? If that's the case, then it's all up to me. To protect everyone, I need to take control of this debate. Even if that means I have to lie to do it. Yeah, this is an interesting addition to this game. You can actually... I think it's only once per class trial. You have to lie using a truth bullet to do it. So, it's a bit different. I'm trying to remember how the controls work for it, but... Sometimes telling a lie is necessary to reach the truth. But don't worry, there are no lies in this tutorial. From here on out, there will be times in a debate you have to lie. Before you had to refute the lies, but now you'll have to lie yourself. Doesn't that get your heart pumping? Here's how it works. Select a truth bullet like normal non-stop debates. But when you hold triangle, the truth bullet will become a lie bullet with the opposite meaning. Release triangle will to shoot the lie bullet. When you use a lie bullet to argue or agree with someone's statement, they'll become a perjury, a statement that paints over the truth with lies. While lying, the influence gauge will drain, a successful lie will restore it. If you miss with your lie bullet, you'll take damage, so be careful. Also, I've heard a rumour that there's a secret way to advance debates. Yeah, I've heard about this too. A back route, like, if you lie at some point, you can have another way through the debate, which, I never figured out how to do or when to use it, because I just couldn't figure it out, but, you know. Let's just say that only those who lie well will be able to find it. Thank you muchly.
Let's go over the case one more time.
The security sensor was placed on the moving bookcase. Shuichi also had the receiver.
But he had it turned off.
And so when Rantaro moved the bookcase, a picture was taken without the alarm sounding.
Then, taking advantage of the camera's interval timer,
Shuichi hid in the library and murdered the shit out of Rantaro! And then, he grabbed the security sensor from the bookcase and returned to the lookout spot.
Afterwards, he set off the receiver in front of Kaede on purpose to make her think the murder had just happened. Praise be Tua! We've solved this case! So Shuichi was just using Kaede.
Let's go over the case one more time.
the security sensor was placed on the bookcase. Shuichi also had the receiver.
I'll turn this lie into the truth! Sorry, you guys. I forgot to tell you something important.
Forgot?
To tell you the truth, it was me. I had the receiver.
Huh?
So that's why there's no way Shuichi could have turned off the receiver.
If that is true, then the entire premise of the argument thus far is wrong.
Is this true, Kaede?
Of course! Come on, would I lie to you guys?
That'd only screw yourself over. If we mess up, you're dead too, you know.
Or perhaps you wanted to cover for Shuichi, even at the cost of your life.
Huh? I cannot imagine why anyone would risk their life to lie on another's behalf.
Words from a true heartless robot. Emotions are only for meatbags.
That is a harmful stereotype. I can produce heartfelt remarks through calculations.
Like less than 3? Those kinds of calculations?
It's not so unthinkable. All hearts are blind when faced with radiant love. Doing anything for the one you love. Hasn't everyone felt that way before? I most certainly have, at least.
How creepy you are. I'm sure that person didn't want your love.
Kaede and Shuichi are pretty buddy-buddy with each other, so I wouldn't doubt that. Plus, the way Kaede just acted right now, I'm pretty sure she lied. A talented liar like me can spot other people's lies easily. Well, what do you guys think? To believe or not to believe, Kaede?
I do want to believe Kaede, but Shuichi does seem pretty suspicious. He has been strangely quiet for a while now, which is classic degenerate male behavior.
Yeah, I agree.
Shuichi is the only person here who's suspicious.
So we all agree that Puichi did it? Then let's just vote already!
No, I still think it is too soon to determine the culprit.
I agree. I sort of can't believe that Shuichi is the culprit.
Yeah, this ain't right!
I agree! But I don't know if Atua agrees. 'Cause right now it's his nap time.
This is quite troublesome. It seems our opinions are on opposite ends.
How are we supposed to decide? We're split, right down middle.
Hold on!
split. Did you just say split? You did! I heard it! I heard it with my belly button microphone!
So wait, your ears don't do anything?
The Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial grounds!
More phenomenal trial grounds?
The trial grounds are gonna morph? Seriously? I totally want to see that!
Either way, we have to do something. We can't vote for Shuichi because he's definitely not the culprit. If we vote for him, all hope is lost. I won't be able to save everyone. But I haven't lost hope yet. I won't give up. Before I can save everyone, I need to make sure we're all on the same page. Okay, I love this. This happens once per trial. Maybe in the last trial it happens twice. I can't remember. But it's really exciting. We're going to have some cinematics and everything to start it off. So, what you need to do is get everyone's sort of messages together. It'll explain in the tutorial. Times like this, debate scrums are perfect. In a debate scrum, you will be split into 2 teams. Then you argue your opinions against each other. But look, everyone's so fired up, the subjects of your statements don't match. That's not how you debate at all. You have to match your subject with your opponents and put them in the correct order. That's how you make a good debate. Your side's subject keywords will be displayed, but your opponent's subjects won't be revealed yet. Listen closely for the subject of your opponent's argument. Before your opponent finishes their statement, find the same subject keyword with up and down. Press triangle to argue the subject with the same keyword. If you and your opponent's arguments match, then your opponent's keyword will be revealed. And with all the statements match up, you will enter the finale. Try to convince all your opponents at once. Continuously tap the button displayed on screen to push your opponent's claim out. Don't get pushed back. Push their claim out for a perfect refutation.
You hid what you knew about the camera intervals, Shuichi.
Gota!
But Mew's silent about intervals too.
Unlike Shuichi, I actually have an airtight alibi.
Kaito!
Kaede backed up Shuichi's alibi, didn't she?
Shuichi and Kaede weren't together the whole time, were they?
Hirumi!
Both of them were together when the receiver went off.
If Shuichi had the receiver, it could have been disguised.
Kibo!
Kaede is the one who actually had the receiver.
But that's Kaede's lie, isn't it?
I'll do it! We'll know whether or not it's a lie when we talk this through. Everyone, you have to believe me. Shuichi is not the culprit. If we vote for Shuichi, we'll be making the wrong choice. And if that happens, everyone will be executed. I definitely won't let that happen, even if it costs me my life.
Kaede.
Yeah, it's just like Kaede said. Shuichi ain't the culprit.
Gota believe in Shuichi too. Gentlemen always believe in friends.
Well, if Shuichi's not our culprit, then who is?
We've already exhausted all possible avenues of discussion.
No way. There has to be something else we can discuss. We just gotta think. Right, Shuichi?
Huh?
Shuichi, even though you're not the culprit, you've been quiet for a while. It's because you realized something, huh? You're scared to reveal the truth. I thought so. Shuichi, answer me this. What kind of truth did you realize? Don't be scared to say it. Not just for me, but for everyone else. Please, face the truth.
The picture.
picture?
The picture from the camera aimed at the hidden door, just before the murder. I always thought it was suspicious, the way Rantaro was acting.
What's suspicious?
If you look at the picture, it looks like Rantaro is trying to remove the camera. But that must mean he noticed the camera we set up.
That's true. But when did he notice that?
I believe it was when the camera took its first picture. This picture was taken when Rantaro moved the bookcase. At that moment, something made him notice the camera. So he tried to remove it. That's when the bookcase closed. The sensor was triggered, and that's when this picture was taken.
If that is the case, we must find the reason why he noticed the camera.
You're confusing everyone!
Except me, of course. Just get to the fucking point!
I've been contemplating what it could be. Why did he notice the camera? And the answer is in this picture.
I see. Shuichi knows. The reason why Rantaro noticed the camera was because... well, the flash.
I get it!
Because of the flash, right?
The flash?
Yes, the flash went off when the hidden door camera took a picture. Rantaro noticed the camera's flash.
But how can you tell the flash went off?
Well, if you compare it to the other pictures that we have. Remember the pictures that were taken when I took down the cameras? This is the picture taken when I removed the front camera. This is the picture from when I removed the rear camera. And this is the picture of Rantaro.
Whoa! The brightness is totally different.
Same room, circumstance, and camera. And yet, there is a disparity in brightness. Because only the camera aimed at the hidden door had the flash turned on.
What was the purpose of leaving the flash on? Especially since it was meant to be hidden. A mistake, maybe?
It's no mistake. There was an objective here. That camera was placed for another reason.
Another reason, huh?
I know this. There's only one reason the camera's flash was used. It was to lure the mastermind closer.
I get it!
The flash was used to lure whoever moved the bookcase to the camera. So when the flash went off, they would have noticed the camera right away. And that's exactly what happened. Rantaro moved the bookcase, noticed the flash, and then walked over to the camera. But the culprit didn't expect the camera to take another picture when the door closed.
Hey, Kaede?
What is it?
Is something wrong? You've been acting kinda strange.
Strange?
Your last few remarks carry more conviction than before.
Do you know who the culprit is?
Yep, I know. I've known for a long time.
Long time?
Because there was only one person able to set the flash on the camera. Isn't that right, Shuichi? The culprit of this incident is...
Okay. So, this might be a shocker. Get ready. Get ready. Kaede.
No doubt about it. Well, this is as far as it goes. I couldn't do it. I couldn't get to the mastermind. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry, Rantaro. I'm sorry, Shuichi. You stayed silent this whole time because you realized it already, right? But you can't do that. It may be the end of me, but I want my wish to. I'm giving it to you, Shuichi. From now on, you're going to carry on my wish. You're going to protect everyone.
Kaede, I know what you want me to do. That's so cool. It's cool, but I understand. I'll do it. You can trust me. I won't let your wish go granted. Kaede is the culprit. Huh?
Kaede did it?
Wait! That's not possible! Right, Kaede? Kaede? Wait! Did she really...
Just kidding!
Just kidding.
Huh? Did you guys really think I'm the culprit? Come on, guys, like I could. When Rantaro was murdered, I was in the classroom with Shuichi, remember? After that, we went to the library, and that's the first time I even saw his body. Plus, I never met up with Rantaro. I never had a chance to kill him.
Yes. No way Kaede could be culprit.
Jeez, of course not. Do you think I'm even strong enough to throw that shot? My hands are only strong enough to play piano.
And accusing you of being the culprit is...
Yup, it's wrong. Shuichi's just joking around. He wanted to lighten up the mood. Right, Shuichi? No matter how you look at it, I couldn't have killed Rantaro with that shot.
I understand, Kaede. You want me to reveal the truth, don't you? Notice how we're now inside his mind is when Kaede swapped it all over to Shuichi. Our main character has switched. I think everyone's afraid of learning the truth. But the people who are willing to find the truth are the ones who can decide their fate. If you never know the lies from the truth, then you can't choose a path. You won't even know you're on a path. So fight for the truth, even if it's frightening. I know you can do this. If you're scared, borrow the strength of others who will be there to help you. Think of everyone you're helping, and let that be your strength.
No, I'm not joking around. Kaede definitely killed Rantaro.
What the hell did you just say?
It seems as though Shuichi is serious after all.
Of course I am.
Why don't you tell me then? How did I kill Rantaro with that shot?
Yeah, how? You and Kaede were together the whole time, weren't you?
How Kaede killed Rantaro with a shot put ball should become clear when you consider where she used it.
Where she used the shot put ball?
Huh? What? I'm lost, you guys.
Kaede wants me to reveal the truth. She trusts me with her wish. So I can't back down. I need to fulfill her wish. I need to fight for the truth.
I have an alibi. When Rantaro was killed, I was in the classroom standing watch with Shuichi.
Kaede never saw Rantaro. And how'd she kill him?
It's important to establish where the culprit used the shot. We know that it was in the library.
That's wrong!
Kaede didn't use the shot put ball at the scene of the crime. She used it at the first floor classroom, where we were keeping watch.
Hold up. How could she have hit Rantaro with a shot from a different floor?
She rolled it. She rolled the shot from the first floor classroom and hit Rantaro.
I am skeptical that she could perform such a feat of accuracy.
So it was a magic shot put ball? That's not possible.
It is possible. If you do it at the right spot in the classroom, it will reach the library.
So it seems you already knew about that.
I didn't want to figure it out. I didn't want to know. But I can't turn away from the truth. The place she rolled the shot put ball to move it from the classroom to the library. I know this. Okay, it's time for Hangman's Gambit. It's been the other two games is a little bit different this time. So, when you need to deduce a keyword, you'll be thrown to Hangman's Gambit version 3. The objective is to select the letter orbs in the right order to create the keyword. Press X to activate the flash spot to read the illuminated letter orbs. While the letters are illuminated, you will not be able to actually select a letter orb. So make sure you remember where they are and press triangle to get the letter. Remember, you have to select them in the correct order. Deduce the keywords from the letter orbs that you can see in the flash spot. Flash spot uses focus energy, so use it wisely. Waves of light will also occasionally cross the screen, so you can read the letter orbs then, so you don't have to do the flashlight every time. Take advantage of that. Alright, here we go. How did she roll it down? V. E. N. D. Vent.
I see now.
The classroom's vent. If you were to roll the shot in there, it would reach the library.
I see. That air duct connects the classroom to the library.
So, the shot is rolled into the vent, passes through the duct, and comes out of the air vent above the library bookcase.
But how could she have hit Rantaro from all the way over there? The vent was way too far from Rantaro's body.
So it was just a coincidence?
What kind of coincidence is that?
What a mystery.
No, I already know the answer to that as well. It was no coincidence. The culprit set it up that way intentionally. If I'm remembering correctly, there was something off about her then. Damn it, how could I not realize it? It's too late to regret the past. I said I won't back down. I made a promise.
The shot that fell from the vent. How did it strike Rantaro's head from that distance?
Yeah, that's impossible!
It's not like it started rolling on its own. It fell off a bookcase onto Rantaro's head.
Maybe the shot was on the floor. And Rantaro tripped over it, causing him to hit his head on the bookcase?
Watch out so you don't slip and fall!
What if Rantaro's corpse moved on its own? Like he was standing under the vent when the shot hit his head. Then he walked a few steps before he finally dropped dead.
Hey, Shuichi. Don't lose sight of the truth.
The shot that fell from the vent. How did it strike Rantaro's head from that distance?
Yeah, that's impossible!
It's not like it started rolling on its own. It fell off a bookcase onto Rantaro's head. Maybe the shot was on the floor. And Rantaro tripped over it, causing him to hit his head on the bookcase?
Don't lose sight of the truth.
The shot that fell from the vent. How did it strike Rantaro's head from that distance?
Yeah, that's impossible!
It's not like it started rolling on its own.
I agree! It's just like Ryoma said. The shot rolled along the top of the bookcase and fell on Rantaro's head.
Rolled along the bookcase?
I did say that, but would the shot have rolled that conveniently?
It has nothing to do with convenience. The shot rolled exactly how the culprit wanted. They used books on top of the bookcases to direct the path of the shot.
The shot's path was directed by books? How would that even work?
It would be easier to explain with a floor plan of the library.
Yeah, that's right, someone did have a floor plan. In fact, that might be a concrete proof of my theory. I remember one of them having a detailed floor plan. Remember, she made that, the flying camera. Mew.
That's it! Mew, I recall that during the investigation, you said you would use your drone to make a floor plan.
Oh yeah! What happened with that?
I've already developed the photos and drafted some sketches.
Then let's look at it. Maybe we all find clue.
Please, Mew.
Oh, want him that badly, huh? Fine. But now you owe me one. Voila! Feast your eyes on these babies.
There it is.
It's just as I thought.
What is?
See? The books are stacked like stairs from the vent to where Rantaro's body was found.
Oh! Shuichi is right!
Indeed, they are stacked like stairs. I did not notice when I looked up from the floor.
I see. The shots rolled on top of these books, eh?
Yes, I'm sure of it. The shot was rolled into the classroom vent and came out in the library. If the vent was open, the shot would have maintained momentum. And you did that, right, Kaede? You made sure the vent was open.
I pushed the grate into the duct. Then I lifted my body and looked inside. So how's it look? Could a person fit in there? It would be pretty difficult, but you might be able to crawl through.
Impressive. You have a really good memory, Shuichi.
When the shot came through, the stacked books made it change direction. It then rolled down the path made by the books. The books were stacked in rows so that the shot wouldn't fall off. At the same time, the books blocked the shot from view. Then, when the ball was directly above Rantaro, it changed direction, rolled along the groove of the open books, and fell on top of his head. And it was the camera flash that lured him to that exact spot.
A setup that complicated is almost like a Rube Goldberg machine.
So Kaede created this mechanism?
Well, it would be...
Wait, even with the Rube whatever setup, when did she roll the ball into the duct?
That's right! Wasn't Shuichi with Kaede in the classroom?
When did Kaede roll the shot put ball? It had to have been at just the right time to kill Rantaro. Kaede rolled the shot, when she was leaving the classroom, all the noise and everything.
That's it! The moment we ran out of the classroom. When the sensor went off, I ran out first, and then Kaede followed. But just before she left...
Shuichi, the receiver! Someone moved the bookcase. Hurry, Kaede! Shuichi sprinted out of the classroom with the determination of a true ultimate detective. Wait for me. I dropped everything I was holding and ran after Shuichi.
I'm right, aren't I, Kaede?
Of course, the ultimate detective would remember all that.
Your words and that smile. Is this your admission of guilt?
Hold on! Don't just jump to conclusions! I've still got a lot of questions!
That's weird. Why do you sound so desperate?
There's nothing weird about it. There's just no way I can believe someone like Kaede would be the culprit.
Yeah, don't not believe it either.
What?
Don't worry, Kaede. I'll clear your name. I refuse to believe that Kaede is the culprit. I still have my doubts.
Kinda doubts.
Doubts about the noise, of course. The library should have been quiet, right? If that shot was rolling through the vents, it would have made a ton of noise.
Indeed! So much noise! Rentaro would have heard!
Yeah, some noise ain't a big deal.
Of course it's a big deal!
I refuse to believe that Kaede is the culprit. I still have my doubts.
Kinda doubts.
Doubts about the noise, of course. The library should have been quiet, right? That's wrong!
The murder occurred while the Killing Game promotional video was being broadcast.
Okay, I want to end things off here. I know it's a bit of a random place, but I think it's always going to be a random place with this. So, this has been GreenyXI. Hope you've enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again in a bit when, well, next episode, and to make sure we finish off chapter 1 and the whole class trial, everything. There's going to be some really good stuff coming up in the next episode. So. Thanks again for watching, folks. See you again in a bit.